Welcome to WRTR Real Talk Radio. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests.
And do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organizations or institutions. This podcast is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered legal, financial, or professional advice.
While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, or availability with respect to the podcast or the information, products, services, or related graphics contained in the podcast.
Any reliance you place on such information is strictly at your own risk. In no event will we be liable for any loss or damage, including, without limitation, indirect or consequential loss or damage, or any loss or damage whatsoever arising from loss of data or profits arising out of or in connection with the use of this podcast.
By listening to WRTR Real Talk Radio, you acknowledge that you understand this disclaimer and agree to its terms. Enjoy the show.
WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs, original shows, music news, the hottest DJs from around the world.
Well, it's a pleasure speaking to you from the other side of Asshat's second term. Well, at least the first year. We made it here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us again. You can call me Marcus Smoot.
And my name is Miss Lyric Bravado. Hey, y'all. What's up? Happy New Year, niggas.
We made it. We made it, Blackness. Like, how you feeling, Queen?
I am feeling phenomenal.
Are you?
Just very blessed that, even through the chaotic stuff of the Orange Man in DC.
And it's a whole lot of chaos.
We still made it through.
We did.
To see 2026.
We did. And there's something to be said for that. So, I guess, last year on, our first show of the year, we had just started talking about just normal stuff. So I want to continue that tradition. So we're going to separate this week from, our traditional structure and segmented kind of stuff and just have a conversation. So, with that, tell me about your holiday, Miss Lyric. We didn't get to see one another.
Very quiet, very chill. Didn't really do too much, honestly. I did have a show for New Year's Eve, which was in Woodbridge, Virginia, at Tandoori.
I saw the advertisements from it.
Yeah, but we gotta have a conversation.
Already. Here we go. Let's start this year off on a positive note. Nah, fuck that. I got something to say. Sure.
I really do, because why is the go-go community the only genre of music that has so much unprofessionalism?
Now, when you say unprofessionalism, do you mean like unprofessionalism as far as...
I'm talking about all across the board. I'm talking about bands. I'm talking about management. I'm talking about promoters. I'm talking about sound man. I'm talking about as far as the entire genre is concerned, in front of and behind the scenes.
Okay.
Now, apparently I am not the only one with this issue, and there's a lot of people who talk about it, but one in particular, I ain't gonna say her name, but she made a live video of how she bought tickets, pre-sale tickets, to go see a very established band.
Okay.
And she was told that she couldn't get in because the promoters have overbooked and oversold tickets for the event.
Oh. Ooh, okay, so I've been out of party promotions for so long that I forgot that shit like that happens a lot.
A lot.
Oh, God.
So she was turned away at the door. So much, and it was so big to the point where she said that they told her that she and the long line of people could not get in unless 250 people came out of the building.
Wow.
Now, why are you overselling a event like that?
That's a fire hazard like a mofo too. Like that's
it is a fire hazard,
Oh, yeah.
and also you're gonna have some pissed off patrons.
Yeah.
Who gonna be ready to fight?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just high class society people who come to the go-go's. You gonna get the hood too. Because she also mentioned that there was a few women who was wanting to wreck. Yeah, they wanted their money right there from their pocket. They don't care who got something to say about it.
Yeah, because go-go's don't really issue refunds. Like, pay me now. Like, you wanted your money now. Pay me now. I think that's bullshit, even when corporations do that shit.
Not only that, let's speak about my event. Now, I don't have to say the two bands.
Nope. Just
because the flyer speaks for itself. Right?
Oh, okay, sure.
Now, we were on time. We came ready. Did our set. Guess what happens after we do our set? Absolutely nothing, because they did not show up.
Oh, wow. So it was So was this like a competition kind of thing? Was this okay, so this was like a collaborative show.
New Year's Eve
Gotcha.
celebration where they bring in the New Year's. The tickets were $50 a pop.
Wait, did you perform?
$50 a pop.
So did they cancel or what?
No, they did not cancel. They took other gigs.
Oh, I mean, you weren't the Kennedy. You weren't performing at the Trump Kennedy Center, were you? Because then I could understand. People be like, probably not, but yeah.
But why put yourself on the card? Why are you advertising and having people buy tickets?
Gotcha.
Like, that's fraud too.
Okay. But okay. Keep going.
It is.
No, I get that.
Both of the established bands did not come. So these people who paid their money were expecting to see
those bands.
3 bands.
Okay.
Honestly, probably just them bands, but we just got put on the card.
Wow.
We opened up.
Well, y'all typically put on a show, so I'm guessing that you about to tell me how well it went.
Of course it went well. I mean, we punished
to
the point where, because the other bands didn't come or communicate what was going on to why they wasn't there. They wanted us to get back on the stage. However, some of our members left.
I got you.
They had other things they had to do. They wanted to bring the new year in their way, which is totally fine. But this is what I'm saying. This needs to stop in this genre. Y'all always talk about how y'all want to put on for the culture, y'all want to put on for DC, but none of y'all are being professional. I'm not sure if you heard the whole Christmas Netflix scandal about a backyard and the plug-in band.
I saw something like that, but I was like, this ain't really got.
But that's just another thing that I'm saying.
Okay.
If you remain professional at all times, if you stay ready, you never have to get ready.
Good point.
If they said that they needed your credentials, them credentials should have been sent over within minutes. Why? Because you would have somebody in place on hand with all of that information for everybody in your band. When you're working with major entertainment sources like Netflix, media monsters like that, you can't be dragging your feet at all. They need that stuff. They got to get their clearances. They have to do what they need to do.
Yeah, you can't do CPT when you're involved with any of these like big entities. You can't.
At all.
Hey, that rhymes.
At all. So I'm not understanding why everybody was so mad about it and up in an uproar because Backyard couldn't do it, this, that, and the third. Backyard didn't do what they were supposed to do to do that event. Sorry.
Right.
So she had to get somebody else who came ready.
Of course.
What's the problem? Then everybody calling her a traitor and saying this, that, and the third and throwing salt on her name. Like, no, she did what she's supposed to do, because y'all have to remember, yes, y'all have these relationships. Y'all grew up with each other. But at the end of the day, she got to answer to her boss.
Right.
People ain't thinking about that part of it. Like, she has to do a job that she was hired for.
Right.
Y'all can't be, this, that, and the third, because you're not going to look out for her livelihood if they decide they wanted to get rid of her ass. Y'all just going to be like...
Let me ask you something. How often do you think that sometimes people want to kind of like, I guess, put themselves on flyers and, you know, be a part of, you know, like for social media likes and shit. Because I think that happens probably more often than not.
I think so too.
Like people want to make it seem like they're doing a whole lot with whatever, and I got this going on, and ooh, look at me, and then they'll throw themselves on a flyer to make it seem like they're doing a lot more than they are, and then, you know, they don't show up, and you leave people like you holding the bag, all because they want it to be seen and perceived as X, Y, and Z. Because what I see a lot is I see people go down the artist path that have the artist mindset and maybe even the passion, but a lot of them don't have the time.
I don't even think that is. I think it's a greed issue too. I think y'all are so in on getting as much money and bags out of people that y'all taking this route where y'all are fraudulently doing things. Okay. You knew that you had booked a show probably somewhere in DC and Maryland.
Right.
You know, as a grown adult, how much time you have to pack up after a set or whatever and traveling distance. You knew already that you weren't going to come. Why are you accepting people's deposits and stuff? Because you were paid. Guess what? My band was the only one on the card that was not paid. And we're the ones who did the work.
Oh, no. Y'all can't be Joanne the Scammer, the band. My God.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
That's my problem with it. And then y'all just want to give all these accolades to these established bands when y'all doing some Bama shit. Y'all are. That's not cool. That's not cool. It's going to come to a point where y'all don't have y'all business together, and the orange motherfucker's going to make a way so no establishments are playing go-go at all. Keep it up. Because there's also a scandal going on with the go-go museum.
Oh, you know what? Allegedly, I did read about that.
He's stealing grant money and stuff that was supposed to go to all of these up-and-coming bands. Us. Yeah. Then trying to get a GoFundMe raised because you talking about you ain't got no money when you just got $300,000 of grant money.
All right.
And some more money that you were supposed to be distributing to bands out here. But you didn't. You kept the money and fucked that money up. Oh, okay. Allegedly. But yeah. Stuff like that, it just gets under my freaking skin because I want everybody to win. I want everybody to get that bag this year, but you have to do it the right way. I'm tired of people trying to scam and have this crabs in a barrel mentality. Okay, it's Maryland. We like crabs. We like to eat them motherfuckers. Like, you don't have to act like one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Aim high.
I don't get it.
Wow.
So that was the only bad experience that I had. Like, I just didn't appreciate that. And a lot of people left there upset because they were like, I paid for $50. I mean, y'all was good, but we wanted to see 3 bands. And then the DJ fucked up the countdown, bruh.
Wait.
He ain't do shit.
You had one job.
Everybody sat in the club like this. And we watched that shit. It hit 12 and we was like, Happy New Year, niggas. Hey, Happy New Year over there.
He did not get on the mic talk about 10.
He didn't get on the mic at all. In fact, when it hit a little bit after midnight, he acted like he was finna start packing up when the event was supposed to close at 2. Bitch, where you going? I lied to you now.
Oh, this is hilarious. I often miss party promotions, but it's, you know, stories like this that make, you know, I made a good decision.
Yes, you did.
What the fuck?
You did.
What the fuck?
Or did you? Because maybe if you were there, you would show these motherfuckers how it's supposed to be done. Because
I don't. Throw
nobody knows what they're doing.
I don't throw parties.
None of
like,
them.
I can't. The one time that I did, that was bad, and I said never again.
And that's the thing. Nobody knows what their role is either. First of all, let's be clear. Anybody knows that well, I guess anybody doesn't know, but this is how it's supposed to be. If you're a band and there's an event, the artist or the band is not supposed to be selling tickets for that said event.
Well, in the
That's
Chitlin
what
circuit.
a promoter was. No, not that's something that we created and we made.
Yeah.
Professionally, a booking agent and a promoter is supposed to sell the tickets. Not the artist. All the artist's supposed to do is come and show up, do they set, and get the fuck.
Yep.
That's it. That's it. Y'all just don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all merging what a manager's supposed to be doing, what a booking person's supposed to be doing, what a promoter. Y'all just no. That's not how any of this shit go. It needs to be a revamp of go-go. Period. As far as the genre.
Well,
yeah. Don't get me started on them damn go-go awards.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, you are recently graduated. To do just that. Maybe, sis, practice what you preach. Make it work. Open. I mean,
I do, but
you've got the skill set. You got the mind.
The thing is, I'm not the only one that has said anything. I'm just the only one irritated by it here recently. That's speaking to you about it.
Right.
I'm not the only smart one who knows certain things. This has fallen to me on deaf ears for years.
Okay.
For years. I don't know if me speaking out about it is really even going to do anything. It might even cause some backlash.
Probably.
And people might be like, oh, you ain't even from out here. I don't really give a fuck about any of that. I don't have to be from DC to appreciate the culture and to know what the right thing to do is and the wrong thing to do is.
I
don't have to do that. I know what I've added to this motherfucker though.
Yep.
Even though I'm not from here, who cares about that? But I know that's what some of the comments would be. I just think that it needs to be a thing where the people who are already established need to come together and speak on this subject. And it just needs to be done. It just needs to be done. Because all of this trickery, who's going to want to support? And speaking on the lady who made that video, she said she's followed this particular band. I don't know which one it was.
Wait, which video are you talking about?
The one who I said was turned away at the door.
Oh, okay.
On New Year's.
Okay.
She said that she has followed this particular band for years.
Do you have the audio of that?
Years. She said not ever again.
No, I said, do you have the audio of her video?
I am so pissed. I drove around for a whole hour, and then I found by my old job, the parking lot was charging $20 that you park or whatever. So we get to the Hampton, and I believe she said she's his daughter. And she's telling everybody, you can't even buy tickets at the door. They're over capacity. They're 250 people over capacity. So I already bought my tickets. I'm like, we've been bought our tickets. Me and my girls, we got our tickets on the early bird. You get what I'm saying? So I had my tickets. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, it doesn't matter when you bought your tickets, how you got your tickets. We're over capacity, and we don't want the fire marshals to come in here. But so we have to wait till 250 people leave. You see, I got in there. It was like 11:45 or whatever. So I didn't even hear the New Year or whatever because, I'm up here trying to, get in or whatever. So, my whole point to it all is I even seen a lot of important people that was down there, from, whatever. I don't want to say nobody's name. But the bottom line is this. For me to have to bring my New Year in, and I bought my ticket early, it's the greed for me with these promoters in DC. He's so greedy. You knew you oversold your event. You get what I'm saying? Why? I mean, for what? So I am going to Eventbrite. I want my money back, and I'm not letting up until I get my money back. And I promise you, I'm the right one. I love working for the law firm because I learned a lot. So his daughter was like, "Well, just hit contact organizer, and we're going to give you your money back." So the other girls was like, bump that nigga gonna give me my money back out his pocket, boom, boom, whatever. I don't carry stuff like that because at the end of the day, he ruined my New Year's. I would never support them ever again. You know what I'm saying? Never support them again. And I'm tired of these hotel parties. There's over capacity. You know what you're selling if you're selling them on Eventbrite. You know. You get what I'm saying? But the greed is so sickening, that they don't care. All they care about is they got their money, and that's that. But you don't realize that you wasted people's time. I paid $20 to park in that parking garage. I lost my $20. Then on top of it, I could have been doing something else. I'm all cute and everything. Did my hair, everything, just for me to get there, and everybody in the line, everybody's mad because we have to wait till 250 people leave out so that they can let us in. Come on, man. Who's doing that? So thank you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no names because at the end of the day, y'all already know where I was going. Y'all already seen what I was promoting. These goofy people, these goofy promoters, you need to stop supporting them because they're greedy. But you gonna give me my money back. I want all my money back. Not partial, not nothing. Eventbrite, I already sent them an email. I already did all of that. You're gonna give me my money back. So I'm gonna feel kind of good about getting my money back, but I'm never supporting none of their parties. None of them. Because it's a waste of time. They're greedy. They're always over capacity. And it's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You get all dolled up just to go out, just to get to the door to tell you that you got to wait till 250 people come out so that they can let you in. You already over capacity. So the fire marshal should be going down there right now. You get what I'm saying? So that they can shut that party all the way down. Stupid selves. They stupid. Who are, how do they think? I think at the end of the day, they only be thinking about money. Okay, yeah, we got all these stupid people. They stupid. They gonna pay it anyway. Yeah, that's how I feel now. Never getting my money. 2026, not supporting none of these hotel parties, dog.
Wow. Okay,
Told you.
She snatched everybody at that venue ball. Everybody.
I told you. I told you. And that's exactly what happened at our shit because y'all took the deposit because I know they got paid. I know y'all niggas got paid. And you didn't even show up. It's wrong. It's wrong.
And is it the same people or this is just collective?
I don't think it's the same people.
Wow.
I don't know. It's
and
not.
You know what? That makes the bands look bad too because you associate a bad experience with everybody there. So if you are that band and you were there at that whack ass party and they hear that you playing somewhere else, maybe they're less likely to be like, hey, I want to be at that party because that was such a good time last time. Nah, they gonna remember that whole experience. So yeah, I get it. That is shitty. Man. Well, I'm sorry that you had such a bad New Year. And I mean, I felt her in that video when she was saying shit, it's 3, 2, 1 done. You don't get a do-over. This is not Super Mario. There is no extra life. Like, you don't get to do it again. So yeah. You wait all year for that particular moment to say goodbye to all the bullshit. And
then here come bullshit.
You walking into the year with bullshit show up like, somebody called me? Like, yeah.
Hold my beer.
Right. That's some bullshit. My God.
Yes, I would be pissed too. I still had a good New Year regardless. Because, I felt bad for the people who paid because I would be pissed.
Yeah.
But I brought it in with with my
You
peoples,
think?
and it was a fun time. We made our own fun. You know, we always gonna make our own fun.
Right.
But yeah, that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. Like, do better. For real.
Wow. Well, let's take a break and then we will come back after this. Hold on. We'll be right back.
Nobody prepared me for the fact that one of the most important women in civil rights history isn't in a single textbook I grew up with, and that the movement wouldn't have moved without her. So let me tell you the part they left out. Anna Arnold Hedgeman wasn't the voice on the microphone. She wasn't the face on the posters. She wasn't marching for headlines. She was the strategist in the back room, the organizer who made movements function, the woman who turned intentions into infrastructure. And that's exactly why she gets erased. Because if people recognized how much she built, they'd have to admit how fragile the movement was without her. She was one of the first Black women to hold senior roles in government, from New York City's welfare administration to national commissions, at a time when Black women weren't supposed to have desks, authority, or access. But she didn't use that access to blend in. She used it to push federal and municipal systems toward racial truth that they didn't want to see. And then came the March on Washington, and the part nobody ever tells you. Everybody knows the photos, everybody knows the speeches, everybody knows the stage full of men. But what they don't know is this. Anna Arnold Hedgeman was the only woman on the official planning committee. She coordinated outreach. She helped structure logistics. She worked the phones, the churches, the community networks, the real bones that held the march together. And halfway through planning, she realized that there wasn't a single woman on the program. Not one. A movement built on the labor of Black women, with a stage that erased them. So Anna pushed back. She wrote letters. She argued the point in planning meetings. She demanded representation, knowing full well that challenging male leadership could cost her everything. Some concessions were made, not enough. But without her, there wouldn't have been any voice for Black women at all. Even on the day of the march, she was pushed into the background. But the march still stood, it still ran. It still reached the world because of the structure that she helped build. And here's the part that hits the hardest. Every movement she touched, education, labor, civil rights, welfare reform, she strengthened it. Every organization she joined, church networks, women's groups, government committees, civil rights coalitions, she elevated it. And because she wasn't loud or flashy, or chasing leadership titles, America pretended that she wasn't essential. That's not coincidence. That's racism and patriarchy doing what they always do. Erase the Black woman that kept everything from falling apart. Anna Arnold Hedgeman, the strategist, who made federal agencies face the discrimination that they denied. The organizer who fought for Black women's voices inside a movement who benefited from their labor without acknowledging their leadership. The woman who held systems accountable long before America admitted that the systems were broken. She was the quiet power behind one of the loudest movements in American history. So we say her name with intention. We say it with respect. We say it because she built the blueprint for modern Black organizing. And this country was never going to tell you that part on its own. Say her name. Anna Arnold Hedgeman.
Being a Black man who is well-educated and nuanced is a crazy experience. People look at you as if they're flabbergasted that you exist. I didn't expect him to be so well-spoken and so well-mannered. Well, I don't know what else you expected, but your actual existence, your living, breathing embodiment is an act of defiance toward the stereotypes and what people expect to be true about reality. For some people, you turn reality entirely on its head simply because of how you show up and how you are. So intelligent, nuanced Black man who takes the time to explore himself and to choose things outside of the normal, outside of the stereotype, outside of the program, the world ain't always gonna understand you. The world will often try to put you into a role that you simply do not confine yourself to. But keep on keeping on.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
Well, we're back, and I guess I'll get into my New Year's or my holiday season. I think for the first time in a very long time, this was the first year I was actually able to really enjoy the holidays. I got to spend time with family. I didn't really get to see you or Tigger Man. I talked to y'all on FaceTime, but, I didn't really get to, do much. But I kind of needed that. I've been in this space like all year. Like, okay, this is why I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, right? Because New Year's resolutions, like, you go into the year with this expectation, and it's like, I'm going to do this year. I'm going, like, it's good to have goals, but you kind of go into it, and at the end of the year, there's always the reflection of what you actually learned versus what your trajectory was. So, for me, looking at this was the year of getting back to myself. And I think that although I'm not completely there yet, I'm there. Like, I'm there. And like I said, this was the first time since I quit my job that I've actually learned to love the holidays again. Because, you know, you work at UPS for 17 years and most of that shit in management. Listen, my normal days were 12 to 14 hours. So I basically lived at that bitch during the holiday season. So, I mean, you remember that shit. So, and it was hard. It was very hard. Yeah.
I remember the Marcus that was overworked.
Yep.
When we would have podcast and you would literally be falling asleep. You would be so tired, and it's not because you didn't want to be in the moment. It's because your body said,
no.
Look here, motherfucker,
look here, ho.
We gonna do what we want to do regardless of what you want.
Exactly.
And we would watch your body would just do what it needed to do, which was rest all the time.
It was. And when you crash, you crash.
So happy when you got out of that, because I was like, you need to rest, like, for real.
And the thing is, you don't realize that you hold on to the trauma. Like, you might let go of the job, but I think for a long time I've held on to the trauma of that. And it's like holiday season, I automatically, well, I've never been one, you know, for joy and fun, but as far as the holiday season goes, though, it was like even more joy. And I'm like, okay, no, not really. But then I got the job at UPS, and I was working 2 jobs at the time, and it was just crazy. With all of that, you just hate to see the holidays coming. You really do.
Oh, yeah.
You hate to see it. It's triggering because it reminds you of all the stress, all the arguments you have to have, all of the unslept hours, and it balls up. So I think this is the first year that I was actually able to kind of let my lack of hair down. You know what I'm saying? So,
I see what you did there.
Yeah, snatched bald from the last segment. But no, honestly, it's a good feeling. I like it. It's been positive. It's been a great experience. As far as the holidays go, I did the standard on Christmas. I saw my parents, saw my sister, saw my aunt, came home. Here, New Year's, I literally at my apartment. That's it. I didn't go out there into the streets.
You stayed home? Good, because first of all, they be shooting and shit. And yeah, you in Baltimore too?
Well, they were shooting. No. They were shooting outside. I mean, like, I wasn't. You know, I was still in danger, girl. But like, but I wasn't out there in the streets in danger. But no, it's not even a crime thing because people have that stigma about Baltimore. Knock on wood, I have had not horrible experiences here. Not horrible. No, not without my own doing or my own choices. And yeah, I have to own that. The things that I did not like about my time here in Baltimore are of a direct result of something that I was either not dealing with or dealing with. So, yeah, but as far as the city itself, aside from the potholes and, you know, some of the, you know, scenery sometimes.
What about your car?
Pretty decent. Oh, well, yeah.
I don't forget shit.
Well, I mean, even with that, I mean, that's going to happen in any city. That can that happened to me when I lived in PG County several times.
Yeah, you know it happened to me.
Exactly. So
they started off
can't
with
really
the wheels and then took the whole fucking car, never to be heard or seen from again.
Exactly.
Like, bitch, oh, you bitch.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna do the, you know, I like it here, and I think that it took some time, but I had to get away to get back to myself. So that is another reason I kind of left PG County. But
yeah, you did. It always helps when you get a change of scenery.
yeah, it does. I never would have known it because I don't know. I'm pretty regimented. I got a whole lot of food allergies, a whole lot of them hoes. So I'm used to like sticking to what I know as far as even dietary things. Like, but just overall, that's my baseline. Stick to what you know. Rivers and the lakes that you used to. I listen to TLC.
Clock it.
Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. So I've never been one to really branch out. But this move, even though it's not that far a branch, it's like 30 minutes from where, like PG County, it's still a different city, still a different vibe, still a different tone. So, feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, otherwise.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not this year, not the year before that, but the year before that, 2023, I stayed home that year.
Yeah.
It was cool. I watched shit on the TV. I had to find the New York one because that's the one I like to watch because I'd be talking shit about all them people. Don't you know that them people, they get there at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I know what you about to talk about. All fucking day.
I know what you about to talk about. I know what you about to talk about. Did you see that video I did?
And they wear diapers.
Yes. I was.
Because if you move, you lose your space.
I don't care. I have to pee. I have to piss.
It is never. When I say never, it is never that serious for me.
Ever.
To stand in the one spot for 24 hours so I can see something drop out the sky and have confetti fall on my face.
It's so weird.
No.
It's so weird. And that's not listen, because I know somebody about to be mad and be like, it's not understand. It's part of the standing. And that's fine. I'm cool with having a celebration. But can we all agree that we show up like a specific time? Like, can we get there? Like, if the ball gonna drop, even if you open the, I guess, quote unquote doors around 6, like, I feel like, I don't know, but it's New York too. So everybody's in New York. But 24 hours?
Listen,
no.
I will
I'm not
die
doing
at an old age, never experiencing
and you out in the
time
cold
square ball drop, and I don't give no shits about it.
And you out in the cold, fellas, you feel me?
The cold. Y'all want to freeze in the cold and have to pee and doodle on yourself because you wearing diapers. Oh yeah, they shit on themselves too. Did you know that?
I did.
Can you imagine the smell?
No, I don't want to. And fellas, you feel me? As soon as the wind hit that dick, you gotta pee, and then you gotta stand there 24 hours with the wind just tongue slapping that motherfucker. Like, no, I'm not doing it,
Marcus.
I'm not.
I sat there and watched this idiot. He had to be at least like 300 something, good 300. He out there speaking to a news person.
You talking about heavy
about how they use the bathroom. Why this motherfucker decides to pull out some panty liners?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say tampons.
He pulled out panty liners.
Oh no.
I could understand the diapers, but your big ass gonna pull out some panty liners and he says these work. No, the fuck they don't. You gonna have piss all everywhere. What are you talking about?
What?
Why are you using panty liners to think that that's gonna work to catch your pee? Your grown man pee?
Okay, so
hold on. Bro.
So, like, a few of the events that I've been to, like all of them, they have this thing called a porta-john, and
I saw that.
They be all over them mofos. So nobody has a porta-john that's not like within reach. I feel like that would be a violation of like city code for holding a large scale event. You have to have porta potties. That has the vibe.
Yeah, they do have porta potties, but if you move, you lose your space. There is no getting up back to where you were standing at. Like, I guess that's like a rule out there for that.
What?
Bitch, I don't care. Like, say if you're in the front and you move and somebody gets your space in the front, don't think that you're gonna push them people out the way to get your space back. They not rocking. You'll get fucked up out there. It'll be a fight.
Wow.
Yeah, once you move, you move your feet, you lose your seat type of ordeal.
I mean,
that's how they curry it.
Yeah, in 3rd grade, but we're adults.
Hey.
Okay.
Hold on, let me try to find that video. Because I was like, ew, what is wrong with these people? Like, that's so Nasty.
Listen, there will never come a time. I think I literally made a video saying this. There will never come a time that I will be at anybody's event that I cannot access a bathroom. I can't. It's just disgusting. And then you mean to tell me big grown people are out here wearing diapers because they don't want to lose their space in a crowd to watch a goddamn ball fall out the sky? I mean, symbolically, sure. But what? Okay. Y'all are just different. Y'all do different things. Okay.
Here it is.
Oh, great. Wonderful audio.
If you leave and you have to use the bathroom or even get one,
You lose your spot.
that's the problem.
So what do you do with the bathroom?
What do you do? I'll show you exactly what you do. Hey, hold on. Let me see. Let me try and find this.
I'll show you. Oh.
Okay, now I
See these pants?
Yeah.
You have to pee in these pants. Let me
But
show you.
you're a man. What do you do if you're a woman?
Everybody's equal. Nobody's any different.
What?
Oh, you just put
That's
it in
not
your
what that
underwear,
means.
and then you switch, and you have like bags, like
It stays there. It stays there.
This will hold for the whole day.
You make it will stay for the whole day. Yeah.
Oh, is this what you do?
Yeah. See?
Diaper.
See?
What? I'm wearing diapers. The diapers?
This is what. Yeah.
This is not a diaper though. This will not hold.
It works too.
It works?
You're a lady. You should know it.
No,
works.
it's not working.
It works.
It's not. I wouldn't try it. The smell might be too much after.
If you leave and you have to use the.
My God.
Panty liners, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not what
He
that's
held
for.
up panty liners.
That's not what that's for. Okay.
Y'all can have it.
What?
Y'all can have it. Y'all got it.
What? I've never seen any shit like. Okay, you see what I did there, but I've never seen anything like that before in my life. What? Y'all are just different. I'm taking a break. We'll be right back.
If it's not that deep, why does history keep getting rewritten with whiteout and lies? If it's not that deep, then why do some old white people with Alzheimer's forget everyone and everything except the fact that they hate black and brown people? If it's not that deep, why were there laws written to control our hair, our bodies, our love, and our language? If it's not that deep, then why do words that carry people's identities and cultural history have to be erased and banned? If it's not that deep, why does the truth make people uncomfortable and angry and defensive instead of curious? If it's not that deep, why does acknowledging the truth feel like an attack to certain individuals? If it's not that deep, why was an entire country built on the ideology of race and hierarchy? If it's not that deep, why do these people cling to that ideology like it's their personality? It's not that deep is code for I'm not that deep and I don't want to interrogate myself or implicate myself or have to look at myself a little bit closer through a scrutinizing mirror, through the lens of history and the experiences that are not my own. It's not that deep is said to people who are swimming in the ocean by people who are still in a kiddie pool. It is that deep. You're just uncomfortable because you don't know how to swim.
Hey y'all, so I hope that everyone is staying warm, and I pray that you are all getting excited about the new year and new beginnings, and you are more optimistic than pessimistic. But I told y'all I was gonna try to do these cracker confessionals. Now y'all gotta excuse me because right now I'm just about being cozy on this couch because I have been working. Yes, I have been working. We've got some exciting things that are going to take place as we head into the new year. We begin the new year for our U.S. Senate campaign, and I just can't wait for y'all to see all that we got in store. Lord knows I've been working, so excuse the fact that I look like what I've been through, but nevertheless, so yesterday, anyone that knows me knows that I have someone that is a best friend, and she is very close to most people just calling my sister. I've known her for quite some time, and her family knows me. My family knows her. And so really she's my sister. She's also my soror. And so her name is Jennifer. So Jennifer, you can always find her wherever I am. Like that's just what it is, all right? Well, Jennifer ends up texting me yesterday and says, hey, can you talk? Now, those people that are like in my life know how busy I am, and they know exactly what I'm up to, because I'm very good about our group chats where I'm kind of telling them what all is popping off. And if they are asking me something, like, I know that like it's something that matters. So I was like, yeah, I got some time. Sorry, y'all. Carmen is texting me. So I was like, what's up? She said, can you FaceTime me really quickly? Now, I love Jennifer, but like, we don't be FaceTiming like that. I mean, we do here and there, but you know, whatever. So I say, yeah, that's fine. So she FaceTimes me, and I have an opportunity to speak to another soror. Her name is Teresa. And Jennifer decided to go and sit with Teresa as she was getting her cancer treatment. Teresa has stage 4, I won't name the type of cancer. And her and Jennifer were just sitting and talking, and she was talking about how she loves me. And she was talking about how she be fighting in these comments on social media with people. And while she is my sorority sister, I had never met Teresa, and I did not know her story. And as Teresa is so fierce and brave, to the extent that we were engaging in conversation where she was trying to find out what it was that she could do for me, it just brought things into perspective in really a supernatural way for me. Because here it is, I get caught up on some stuff sometimes, and y'all know that when people come for me, I am very big on making them regret that they did. But the bigger picture is that there are people that are legitimately fighting for their lives. And in the moments that Teresa was talking to me about trying to help me on this campaign, I felt so unworthy. Because as an elected official who should be making this fight as easy as possible, I know that we've failed her. But none of that had her down, because she still believes in the possibility of elected officials that are going to do right by her. And in the middle of a fight for her life, she still be about fighting in them comments with y'all, as well as truly wanting to do something for this campaign. I want y'all to reflect as we go into this new year about really how much we can do. And I want you to find your inner Teresa. That person that even in the midst of their own trials and tribulations is still in this fight. Because she understands how important it is. And so I committed myself that just like Teresa has not given up on fighting for me, I will not give up on fighting for her. And I would argue that my fight is rooted in real people like Teresa. Real people that, as she sat there and told me about how difficult it has been to try to navigate being able to actually just make sure she still has a car to be able to get to her treatments and keep a roof over her head, while also obviously being able to afford treatments. I want y'all to understand that as we have talked about a lot of things about healthcare, that for some people it may sound like it's just political kind of jockeying, but there's real lives attached. And the work that I do is because I truly understand that there are real lives attached every single day. I understand that every political decision, especially in this moment, has the ability to truly impact whether or not someone sees another day on this earth. And it is so devastating, whether we're talking about the lack of funding, because I was almost brought to tears in thinking about how much we failed Teresa and so many others, because in this moment, funding has been cut for research for cancer and, really a lot of different ailments. It's not just cancer. You have to wonder, what are you doing? If you're sitting in office and the very basics to keep us alive, we're not making those investments. It makes you wonder. And these were the really difficult questions that I was asking when I was asking myself, are you doing enough to truly move the needle? Or are you just kind of doing what's comfortable? Are you going to do what seems like it would be easiest and most convenient? And I will tell you that I won't stop fighting for Teresa, because she deserves better of this government. And I won't stop fighting for all those individuals that are seeing their rights being taken away, whether we're talking about members of the LGBTQIA community, whether we're talking about persons that are being kidnapped by ICE, or whether we're talking about children who won't have access to the education that they deserve, or whether we're talking about nurses who are having their very degrees downgraded by this Department of Education, or whether we're talking about those family businesses. I am truly scared for our country. And I know that in this moment, we need people that are doing things in government just because it's the right thing to do, and understanding that so many people will face what may be a life or death situation because of what we do or don't do. So anyway, that's my Crockett confessional from the campaign trail. I want to say God bless you, my soror, and you definitely don't have to be in these comments fighting. But I got you. And like I told you yesterday, the only job that I need you to make sure you fulfill is beating cancer. Talk to y'all soon.
Time to troll.
All right, we're back. So over the holidays, did you get an opportunity, or how well did you keep up with the news? Because I was very news adjacent. I was pop in, read the headline, check in with the social media influencers I know that actually know what they're talking about, and pop back out. That was it for me.
I mean, I saw a few stories, but I didn't let it consume me, if that makes sense, because it was already the holidays, and I'm one of those people who does get depressed, even if I am around family or not, even if I have enough money for gifts for other people or not. I don't know why. I just always have been a person with holiday blues, if you will. I don't know why. Maybe it's the cold because I'm a summer baby. I don't know. But I saw a few things, and my thing is, as far as Trump goes, okay, y'all know y'all have evidence, hard evidence, that he's done criminal shit.
All kinds of shit.
We already know that.
Did you hear about the baby?
I don't give a fuck about anything else. What are you doing about it? That's where I'm at with it.
Exactly. But since they're
not... Are you gonna remove this nigga or not?
No, they're not. They're all scared. And that's the part that is so frustrating. Scared of what?
$8 million for making mice transgender. We identified and stopped $50 million being sent to Gaza to buy condoms for Hamas.
Quiet.
Why not just do it now? You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter.
Mr. President, what are you doing up there?
Taking a little walk. Hello, Peter. You're looking good, Peter.
And an MRI. The doctor said it was the best result he has ever seen as a doctor. That's it. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay? It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
I love this Elon Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. She comes in, does nothing but bitch.
When somebody is given 97% of the stories are bad about a person, that's no longer free speech. That's no longer anything. That's just cheating. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen. And then a teleprompter that didn't work. And by the way, I never went to the island. I never had the privilege of going to his island. And I did turn it down. Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that, acetaminophen, which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good. We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that? I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. Let me tell you, black people love Trump. They know a scam better than anybody. They know what it is to be scammed. Could you say that louder, please?
Yes, yesterday there was a vote at the Knesset in Israel on annexing the West Bank. Do you see it as a challenge to your peace efforts?
Will you answer that, please? Because I cannot understand the words you're saying.
Then we have a man who, to me, this is the most interesting story. Boy, do you look like Ivanka. Has anyone ever told you that? I'm saying, you look just like Ivanka, which is a great compliment, actually.
Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances. You don't mind being called beautiful, right? Because you are. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound.
This, like some of this stuff, did you hear about that baby in Lake Michigan?
Ho, 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 racist.
It's good. I'm fine. You sound so beautiful and cute. How old are you?
I'm 8.
Wow.
Santa just loves kids, doesn't he? And racist America loves being delusional. For years, you've been screaming about these files. Now that they're released, the cover-up and the criminal acts are blowing up in your faces by the day. This year, we are witnessing pure evil, and Anglo-Americans are sitting around pretending like nothing is happening. As an attempt to bury the news, we just got more pieces of the puzzle conveniently during the holiday. The unsealed files, the testimony, allegations that Donald Trump, the man that you all worship, allegedly discarded a newborn baby in Lake Michigan. The document asserted that he assaulted a 13-year-old girl who became pregnant and got rid of the baby in front of him. For some magical reason, Trump needed to be there to be a witness, I guess. These accusations are crazy, and it's just the surface. Richard Nixon was removed for doing far less. And what is racist America's response to these revelations? Not a damn thing. Like, are you guys gonna demand justice, at least? Are you not gonna storm the gates of the White House and demand that something be done? Of course not, because you're all too scared to admit who he is, because of what it will reveal about you. Which is why you're thrilled to be hanging up your lights while pretending to love your family, giving the men in your life wallets and buying the repeated set of earrings for the women. This proves the Christian holiday isn't a celebration. It's a trap. It's the ultimate energy extraction and memory wiping machine. This holiday is designed to do two things: drain your bank account and reset your rage. More importantly, it makes you forget the unspeakable. It makes you normalize the monstrous behavior, and it turns world-ending corruption into background noise behind Mariah Carey, which is why nobody takes you seriously. You would rather have a silent night than a loud, righteous demand for what is right. And that is sad.
Yes.
Allegedly? Well, I mean, these are in the Epstein files.
Yes, I heard about it.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah. So for those of you that may have skipped, and I'm paraphrasing this, of course, and this is all alleged, but actually, there's a page in the Epstein files where a young girl recounts a situation where sex trafficking and the results kind of got her pregnant. She was, they're conservative, so termination wasn't on the menu. They made her carry that baby full term and then unalived, I guess I can say killed on this show, killed the baby. It just sounds better when I say unalived, because that, anyways.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, and disposed of the body in Lake Michigan. and supposedly, are those Doritos? I feel like we need endorsements.
Yes.
No, I'm telling you. Anyways.
What's up?
But no, took and disposed of the body in Lake Michigan. So, again, all alleged. Epstein Files page. If you haven't heard it, read it. I don't know, even the stuff that I've read and just it's right in our faces. It's here. And I thought at least this would be the gavel. No, y'all still dancing around. And everybody's still pretending like this has some kind of normal weight. It doesn't.
And you got people still justifying that. How do you justify raping a child? There's literally some of his followers are still trying to justify the shit.
But you know what, Lyric? This is the thing. And this is the thing that I've kind of realized. A lot of them grew up in these same type situations. That's why, for a large part of the population, none of this is surprising, because that is of the same or similar backgrounds that some of them have. If it's normalized, we're
supposed to normalize that shit.
No. I'm not saying that you should. It's not like you know, like you and I. We've grown from the time that, we met to even now. And definitely from the time that we were kids and up. But it was because of our changing circumstances. It was because of the choices that we made. When you are in situations that you don't make better choices, or you don't see different options, you don't want different. That is part of the conservative movement. That is part of the mind control. If they don't know that there's better, they can't work to achieve it. And it's just so eye-opening to see so much of just all of this and how it works, how media is used to manipulate and program. Like when they call it TV programming, I know why they call it that. And wow, it's so mind-blowing. I've been writing about this. I've been blogging about this. It's been, or journaling actually. I've been doing a whole lot of journaling. Some of those may actually make it into the book, but yeah, it's a lot. Your thoughts? Not you chewing. This is so good.
I'm hungry.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay. I'm not starving myself in 2026. I'm gonna eat when I'm hungry.
Liberated.
No, but we gotta stop. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying, but in the overall outlook of things, I feel like it's a lot of protection against people who do crimes against children and crimes against women as well. It has been tolerated, and we need to stop normalizing that shit.
Oh yeah.
Because why are people who rape children or even kill children are getting charged less jail time than people who are still in jail to this day for marijuana? Did y'all know that?
Yeah, did.
Some of y'all motherfuckers didn't know that.
Oh, you know they didn't. What do you mean?
But yes, it's. Let
me ask Grok.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The system has been broken for a long time. Who's gonna fix it? How can we fix it? What do we do from here? Because honestly, if we keep this man in office any longer, the America as we once knew it, even though it wasn't the greatest.
But
if we could still tolerate certain things, we were still manageable. We could still manage certain things. We would still be able to live. He is going to destroy everything that has been put in place from even the 60s. I watch what I say.
You already started.
The civil rights movement and the act that was put in place is next on the agenda.
It's on the chop block.
I say.
It's on the chop block. They gonna do it. I'm telling you. You see them moving more towards it. Like I mean, let's be honest. MAGA is like, your end goal is to be legally racist. That's literally that's what you want. That's your end game. That's your goal. You just want it. You just want to legally be able to say, nigga, which you already can. But so many of you just don't. it's pretty much just about you being able to be legally racist. That is what it is, in my opinion, of course. But it's obvious at this point.
No, I agree with that. Because why? I don't know what group this was. I just saw a picture of it and it rubbed me the wrong way. Why y'all got pins of nooses? Why y'all wearing that shit?
It's so strange. This whole alligator Alcatraz. It reminds me of when they used to feed black babies, the alligators. Like, what is this fixation? What is all of this that y'all... I'll tell you what. Sorry, ADHD. But I'll tell you this. I was watching Hunger Games over the weekend. Hold on. When I watched it... Now, I'd never... For those of you about to get on me and stuff... I've never actually sat down and watched the movies through and through. I know the story. I've been in the room when it was playing, but I was probably on my phone or doing something else and not really paying attention to it. But when I sat down and actually paid attention to the story, I'm like, I can, based on
relatable.
Yeah. Yeah. Because those, I guess those, what do they call them? Districts? It was districts.
Yes, districts.
Those districts rebelled and broke off into separate ones. And then it was like, okay, well, in order to get, I don't know what they were getting out of it. I guess not being killed.
Food, resources.
So in order to do
the same
that,
shit that's going on right now.
they had to offer up
One boy, one girl from every district.
There you go.
Tributes.
All of that.
Tributes.
And then they had to fight to the death until one of them stayed alive. And I'm like,
don't that sound familiar to the shit that Trump tried to do? Didn't he just say he wanted to have a competition for a prize for one boy and one girl out of each state?
Those are out of sports, but I can see this same mentality. This sort of
still very
That's
how you know
it's like this war.
He's not right up here because you're correlating what you're trying to do to a fucking movie.
But here's the thing.
This shit can't be fucking real,
but
man.
This is bigger than just him. And that's the problem. This is like, this ain't, let's take grandpa's keys because he can't drive no more. This is literal, well, let's see how far he can take it because I hate niggas too. And it's like, are y'all okay? Are you all alright?
Listen. If every minority went back to their origin country, every single minority, and there was only white people here, the United States would collapse.
And stink.
In 3 to 6 months.
Wow.
I'm telling you now. The United States as we know it, if every minority was removed and they went back to their respective countries, and it was only Caucasians left here, the United States as we know it would collapse.
And stink. Let's not forget stink, because it's all y'all over here. Y'all don't like to wash your legs.
Y'all forget how many inventors, engineers, physicians, lawyers.
Yes, they've forgotten all of that.
People who do all
Some
of
them
the
never
work
knew it.
that you don't want to fucking do.
Lyric is so frustrating.
Electricians, plumbers, all of that shit. Who's gonna do the fucking work?
It's so frustrating because then I'm looking at how they're trying to manipulate history, how they want to take shit out and, remove certain things and omit others. And I'm like, dog, this world has been around for a while. How long y'all been doing this?
But you know what? That's why they want to get rid of us. That's why. Because as much as you try to whitewash something, there has always been us there to witness it. So regardless of how much y'all try to put this white face on everything and make it seem like nothing happened, we're still going to be teaching our children. We're still going to be teaching those in our family of what really happened. And they don't want even that. They want to erase everything that we've contributed to this country. They want to make it so they can take away that white guilt.
Well, this is the thing. And that's another thing.
You're never going to.
If you keep doing it, no, come on. But you got it. You can't say, I'm sick of white guilt, and then do the same thing that made you feel guilty. Like, you are a whole different person. You're a whole different generation than the people of the past. If you want to not feel something, stop doing it. I mean, that's pretty that seems pretty easy.
It seems like it would be.
I mean, but it's
when you elect,
it's so very hard.
When you elect who you elect, who has now put this battery in these people's back, who would never said certain things to people in public, and they make it seem like it's okay. You say what you want, be a proud boy, this, that, and the third, then you have all this. Me, I've always been like this. I respect it more if you show me your racism than you trying to hide it. Let me know who I'm dealing with.
Okay.
I want to know. I do want to know. I don't want to be all cool and thinking that, we this, that, and the third, and the whole time you have certain views about black people and you don't really like fuck with them like that.
Right.
And you keep in at home and saying nigga on your fucking couch every chance you get.
Yeah.
With the hard ER. No. Show me your racism. Let's see it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't. No, I'm playing. No, I believe the same thing. And it's so saddening to see so many people just lose their livelihoods. I'm looking around and I'm seeing all these people out of work. Black people, we always gonna adjust. We always gonna make stuff funny. We always gonna tell a good story. But
we always gonna survive.
We will.
Heavy on that.
I mean, heavy on it. But at the same time, we, it's very sad because you have a lot of people that have worked their asses off. Like, they talk about DEI. And I've been on right-wing Christian side since the algorithm reset. So I got to see some of those videos before they was like, oh, there's a nigga here, remove him. So a lot of the DEI talk has been around this idea that DEI means that you have to give a person a job because they're black. Like, not because they're qualified. And that's the part that so many have missed. They're not listening. It's DEI isn't to make sure that a black person gets a job. It's to make sure that a black person isn't disqualified from a job because they're black.
Period.
That is what that means.
Of course. Just like they twist everything. Just like when we said Black Lives Matter.
All lives matter.
It's not just black lives.
I mean, my life matters too.
White lives matter too. We matter too. All lives matter, in fact.
Exactly.
In fact, let's take it a step further and say blue lives matter too. Okay. Bitch, that's not what we're saying.
Because y'all aren't in any danger.
Y'all not getting killed at the alarming rate by being unarmed and black by the police. Y'all not having to deal with that shit.
Not at all.
We're just saying our lives matter.
Yes, and this should be even more evident. This should be even more evident. Now he wants to make it legal so that they can go out and racially profile people. This is what we're talking about.
When I tell you, nobody is going for that in this new age. Nobody is going for that. I'm telling you what's going to happen. He's trying to start a civil war in the United States because nobody is going for that bullshit. Nobody.
So, and I mean, you have all these bots manipulating shit. You don't know what's real and what's not. I looked over there on right-wing media. They got all kind of videos and creepy ass conspiracy theories and everything else. Then you got goddamn dumbass, a bad built Barbie of them all, Nicki Minaj, twerking her ass over there on right-wing media to talk on Turning Point.
I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied it's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world, with the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people. They have the ability to still connect and be real and make us feel proud to be American.
Did you see that bullshit?
I did see it, and that's why let me be the one to say it, and I don't give a fuck who got a problem with it.
Go ahead.
I signed that petition. Yes, the fuck I did.
To have her deported.
Bye, bitch. Bye.
Lyric.
See you next time. Yes, I did sign it.
Lyric.
What?
I did too.
Fuck that. Sure did.
No,
and
because
I'll do it again.
Listen, you aren't going to come over here. First off, why are you over? This is politics, Nikki. Why are you over here? Like, what's going on? Why are you here?
Because she's mad at the music industry because they didn't do certain things, and she felt like she was out here unprotected. Girl, what one
so
thing?
So then you sign yourself up with
you alienated
supremacy.
You alienated half of your fan base. You lost over 7 million followers from the bullshit you did. And then now it's somebody reported over 70 signatures. By the time I got my happy ass on that website, it was at 85. Boo boo.
No,
yeah,
Nikki.
Bookie, but you can go back to Trinidad with that bullshit.
Oh, no, Nikki.
And take Mr. Petty, the child toucher, with you.
Listen, and that's another thing. So that's been another one that's been floating around because people are saying, and you know what? I think I even said it because I think I said it first. Shit, didn't I say it'll be funny if Nikki twerk her ass over there and ask for a pardon for her brother and her husband?
Yep. And guess what? You know
it's coming.
You damn well that's next.
You know it. Well, you know they're trying to get rid of the registry.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's another thing that's going. And again, I don't have the notes because we're just freestyling the show, but I'll put it in my notes to bring up next week with some actual. Actually, you know what? Google is free.
Out of my face because I love
Google
the registry. Listen, every time I move, I get my black ass on there, and I want to see who's been touching kids, what neighbors has been doing certain shit, so I know not to stay the fuck away from them. Like, no. And tell my kids, let me know if this motherfucker been looking at you too long. Yeah, I'm that parent. I don't give a fuck. I did it when I moved here. Yeah, stop fucking playing. Matter of fact, there's a couple that live in our complex right the fuck now.
Oh no.
Stop playing. They need to keep that shit. But I already know the agenda with that, because if they erase all of the stuff for proof, all that Epstein shit is going to go right out the window. That's why y'all trying to age and change the age of consent right now. Did you know that? They trying to change the age of consent so everybody basically gets pardoned and there ends up being no crime.
Here you go. KLS TV 5 writes, in Utah writes, proposed bill would shorten time on Utah's registry for some sex offenders. This is on their website. It says,
Bitch, please.
a Republican senator is proposing changes to Utah's sex, kidnap, and child abuse offender registry.
What kind of senator? Say that again.
Senator Todd Weiler.
What side is he on?
A Republican senator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, this is what they're trying to do. And this ain't news today, so I'm not getting too deep in it. But yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's right there, America. What are we doing? What's the next move? You're the people that you've taken money out of our checks. Every pay period. Every one of them hoes. You know, when I roll my car down your street and I hit a pothole and I go, God damn it. Like, that's what it goes towards. But it also goes towards you making legislation that works for us all and not allowing what we all agreed was a democracy. We all agreed this a long time ago. Not a dictatorship, because none of us wants to be controlled. White people, you don't want to be controlled. And what is this trans for everybody bullshit? Because that's not a thing. Nobody's forcing a penis onto a vagina. Nobody's forcing you to flip your shit inside out, young man. Like, none of that is happening. None of it. This is your very deranged, seemingly very ill leader kind of, using clickbait and key phrases and trigger terms to manipulate you all to do the same thing that so many of your past have done that make you feel like you're guilty today. That is what it is. Help us help you, because I don't know what else to tell you, because this is some bullshit. Up next, we're bringing it home. We'll be right back.
What was the cause of the Civil War, the U.S. Civil War in the 1800s?
What was the cause of the Civil War?
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
I don't know.
What would you say is the cause of the Civil War?
The Civil War? What caused the Civil War? They mostly, I'm thinking of the first war when we became Americans.
And then we had a Civil War. What do you think caused our Civil War?
Sin, I suppose, There was something evil. Mankind is hard on each other, man. Yeah.
And what do you think, sir, was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Of the Civil War? Well, let's see. The North and South, they couldn't get along. It could happen here, too.
Do you think we're near that?
Hear what?
Do you think we're getting toward a Civil War again?
The good Lord only knows, but I think, if he thought it was going to end up this way, people are supposed to get along, aren't we? We're all Americans, not just Democrats and Republicans.
What do you think is the cause of the Civil War, the U.S. Civil War?
Well, I think the Democrats are pushing the race issue extremely far. I had a black man at my door the other day. I don't have an issue with race, but they're making it such a big issue. They're making it, just even with this Claudia Gay, that she was asked to resign from this college in Harvard. It's not a race issue, but they're making it that, and I don't agree with that.
What about the Civil War in the 1800s? What do you think was the cause of that?
Oh, yeah, that was slavery, wasn't it?
Seems that way. What do you think caused the Civil War?
It's probably the division of states and the people.
Over what?
Well, right now they're trying to take the people's right to vote away. I mean, if you're in Colorado, and I think Trump probably actually won Colorado, whether it says it on paper or not. Like I said, I've watched a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of voter fraud, a lot of when you can't control all the write-in ballots and stuff like that. And the sad part about it is Trump actually told us before this even happened, this is what they were going to do, and they did it. I mean, I know a pile of people, and I drove.
Not that we're going to start a war, but I think people are going to get fed up. And I think, there was riots in the street how many years ago? Crazy everywhere. And I think that could happen again, maybe in a bigger scale.
But also, like even like you mentioned, Minneapolis, the George Floyd thing, that was all set up too.
How was that set up?
That police officer didn't have his knee on the neck.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
We're trying to get a feel for people where they stand on the issues. Do you believe schools should be teaching critical race theory?
No.
Why not?
I feel like, honestly, it brings about more racism, bringing more issues around that don't need to be.
What is critical race theory for people that don't understand it?
See, I really don't even know. I'm assuming. Can you explain it a little bit to me, honestly?
Yeah. Do you think Americans should ban fracking?
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you feel strongly about fracking?
That's a good question.
Not to drill this point home, but people that are involved in fracking, what are they doing?
I don't know.
Do you think Trump or Harris would be better for the GDP?
Well, Trump's going to be better at anything than her. She can't even speak, let alone look at you. I mean, yeah, she's not good for anything.
In terms of the GDP, do you think she has an understanding of what it is? Do you think she could even define it?
Probably not.
Can you?
No.
Do you think we need to keep socialism out of the government?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Don't end up like Canada. No.
How about Marxism?
Marxism? No.
You don't think we should?
Nah.
For people that don't understand Marxism, how would you even describe it to them?
Marxism, it's putting a point on somebody that, it's kind of a judgment thing. It's kind of basically, it's a stereotype.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do you believe the deep state needs to be stopped?
Deep state. Yeah, but how do you do it? Who knows? It's like saying we need to sweep the sand at the beach. I mean,
What is the deep state?
Good question. Do you know it? I don't know. I've never met them yet. They're real secretive, some bitches.
A lot of people have conflicting feelings about DEI. What's your main takeaway?
DEI, I think it's a good thing as long as you don't misuse it. When you misuse it, then I think it's a bad situation.
What is it? What does it stand for?
The DEI? DEI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Do you think we should ban DEI?
That's debatable. Very debatable.
Very debatable. And what is it for people that don't know?
About the DEI?
Yeah.
I just think it's too corrupted, or at least that's what is projected, is that it's very corrupted.
What is it?
That's a good question. What is it to you?
What is it to me? I mean, it's pretty much the acronym what it stands for, I think. Yeah.
The DEI?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's what it is.
That's what it is. It is what it is.
It is.
And it is those three letters.
Yeah.
Do you think we should ban the DEI?
I think so.
You do?
I think so. I think that we should take control over everything. I mean, Donald Trump needs to rearrange everything.
Including DEI?
Everything.
For people that don't understand, what is DEI?
Well, they need to really dig in and find out what it is.
Everybody needs to figure
everybody
it out.
eats hamburgers, but nobody knows where the meat is coming from. So find out what kind of meat you're eating.
It's cows.
But
and that's what the DEI is.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
All right, niggies. Lyric just sent me this article that just popped up during the time that we are recording. It says live updates. This is from NBCMiami.com. Live updates. Trump says, quote, we're going to run, quote, Venezuela after Maduro's capture. President Nicolas Maduro and First Lady Celia Flores were flown out of the country after the strikes and face narco-terrorism charges in the United States, officials said. Yeah. President Donald Trump announced the arrest and extradition of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife in an overnight operation Saturday, detailing plans for American oversight of the country's government and oil fields. Now, notice okay. Since you just sent this to me, I have not unpacked my feelings about it because this was literally posted 2 minutes ago. Wow. Thoughts, Miss Lyric?
No. I have no thoughts because it's like I'm not surprised that he's doing stuff like this, but y'all, child.
Well,
we're in murky waters. We're in murky waters.
Nobody's gonna take
and when I
Grandpa's
say
keys.
where, I mean y'all, because my name been in and I ain't fucking in it.
Oh no,
I don't
but that's the
approve of
thing.
this shit at
That's
all.
the thing.
Like you kidnapping motherfuckers?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You don't get to be Bennett and not in it, because if it was just them, I wouldn't give a fat baby's ass. But it's not just them. It's them and all of us. Because see, while my ass going down to 7-Eleven talking about, should I have this taquito or not? It probably will kill me. Yeah, it probably will kill me, but I'm going to get it anyways. Then bomb comes and kills me. I mean, is it going to be the taquito or is it going to be the bomb? I prefer it to be the taquito, personally.
Maybe.
I mean, what the fuck?
You speak.
These are the
The only
choices.
thing that we can do is speak out against it. We won't rock with that shit.
Okay.
We don't approve, but most of people who don't live in the United States can see that. They have TikTok, they have social media. They see that we don't fuck with this motherfucker.
They do.
We're not standing behind this nigga.
Well, you know,
he
I'm
doing
over here in
shit
Wakanda.
on his own that nobody's approved of except for his cult members.
Right.
Yes, they're a cult because
you think
everybody knows right or wrong. There's no way in the world that just because he's the president that you can still agree with the fucked up wrong shit that he does. I don't care. And I mean that for anybody across the board. It could be a family member, friend, whoever. If you doing some wrong, foul shit, I'm going to tell you every time.
Let me ask you something. I'm
not going to agree with it.
Do you know any black MAGA at this point? You personally? Like that are in your life?
No, not in my life, but I still see sprinkles of them online.
Wow. Just as long as y'all stay online and away from me, that's fine. Because, you know, and that's another bonus point of living up here in Wakanda. I don't deal with much of that. I'll deal with white people doing, you know, stuff, but not that.
As a matter of fact, I had to block a content page.
Oh, no.
Just so it wouldn't get on my
For You page.
For You anymore.
And that's another thing with this. That's one of the things that's pissing me off. I know this show is all over the place, but whatever. That whole TikTok algorithm, has yours changed also? Okay, because a lot of people were talking about it, and I was like, didn't really happen to me. And then I noticed that it happened to me. It's like some of the creators that I would
seeing
normally
shit that
see.
I didn't ask for,
Yeah.
like stuff that I normally scroll past and don't even interact with. Don't even.
Like, why am I seeing this? Right. I mean, For You page, fine. Throw something in there of variety, at least algorithmically, like that I want. But that's another thing. And you know what? This reminds me of a conversation. So I went out earlier in the week, and I was there, and I ran into somebody that I was having a conversation with before, and we got to talking about how the industry itself, his whole point was he's an A&R, and because he's an A&R, he gets to decide what it is that's popular and then groom that person to whatever it is that they do. Now, you speaking, you just went through school for this. In your, in your educated opinion, what does an A&R do? What is the purpose of them? Help me out.
The purpose of an A&R is to find new talent for the record label and sign and facilitate a contract between the artist and the record label.
Okay, so that
they're also there to cultivate their sound. However, an A&R's job is not just to find the same thing that's already out.
Yeah.
They're supposed to find something different. That's how you get out. If you're bringing something different to the music industry that's not already out, if that makes sense. Like,
Okay.
what are you doing? Like, everybody can sing, everybody can talent, everybody has talent, everybody can be a triple threat, sing, rap, and dance. But what are you doing differently with your craft that's going to make people interested
Now, his
and
point,
sell records?
Right. Okay. So that is the book definition of what an A&R does, which is what I thought. But what, from my actual experience and seeing how people move, like you were saying earlier in the show about how people keep delegating responsibilities to people that it's not their responsibility, their responsibility rather. Yeah, I see a lot of that for talent scouts also, because he went on to say, first he fat shamed somebody. He was like, cause I'm gonna make sure that cause she ain't the look and this, that, and the third, she was big. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not gonna say what we were talking about, but he's like, cause you got to get the right person and then they get the talent. My whole argument was that far too often are the artists' actual art neglected because y'all keep choosing the face of what it is that you want to be seen. You deem somebody that's not marketable because they don't look like what's already out there. And I think that a large portion of art gets left out. A large portion of art we don't get exposed to because y'all make a bottleneck for what it is that you want to actually put out there. You want to know why? Yeah, money. That's why.
And sex sells. Sex always sells.
But
why do you think a lot of artists
money
nowadays are choosing to be independent? Why? Because when you sign these shit deals with these record labels, because they are shit.
They are.
When you sign, they're not understanding what it is that they're signing for real. And this is why it's so important for anybody who's an artist to educate themselves on the business side of it. Very, very important. Because you think just because you sign with this major label, you're rich. You got it made. Please watch the TLC story.
Yeah.
Talk to different artists who've been there.
Watch the Diddy story. Sex sells.
Most of these artists are still sleeping on their freaking couch. Not all of them, but most of them are still couch hopping. Why? Because what they don't tell you is that advance that they give you, it goes towards recording the album, the studio time, the payment for choreographers, the payment to producers, the payment for
everybody gets some of your
tracks.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is included, and you have to use whatever money that you can to make this happen, to produce an album, to even pay back the label.
Yeah.
And depending on what type of deal you sign, if you signed like a 3-album deal, you better stretch that fucking money out for those 3 albums.
Exactly. But would you agree that a large portion of those contracts, don't you agree that they are predatory?
Yes, they are very predatory.
Exactly. And that was my point. And his whole thing was, it's his job to groom the artist and make sure that the artist is right. And I'm like, but you guys are neglecting, like, you're selling what you think, what you perceive to be popular, and bringing it back to the TikTok algorithm. That is why a large portion of us liked TikTok. The underdog, the people that weren't put always on platforms and stuff, they then got the notoriety. They then got the opportunities that they deserved. And it was based off of popularity. It was based off of merit. It was based off of what it is that they then cultivated within whatever community that they were popular in, and able to make content. They were able to make money
sword too, though,
off of their actual talent, their God-given art. I love that about TikTok. But now, again, everything's algorithmic. Why do I need something telling me that I might like this? Why not just give me the opportunities? Why not just give me like suggested videos? Sure. But an algorithm? No. that's why I liked YouTube. YouTube would always give you suggestions of different things. I like suggestions, but I should not only be able to view what you force feed me. That was my point. And he, of course, thought a lot different, being an A&R and doing things that, aren't actually his responsibility. Like, I feel like they have choreographers. I feel like they have image consultants. I feel like they have
They
all
do.
of these
There's
things.
a department for pretty much
Everything.
everything you could think of in the music industry.
So when they say that you are a talent scout, which is pretty much what an AR does, if you're that talent scout, go out and find the talent. It's not your actual job to determine whether or not the talent is attached to the face, body, or otherwise that you would then deem acceptable or marketable. That is my point.
They have a marketing team for that.
They do. It's a whole development.
They have artists in development.
But you know how you know? Because you went to school and you learned things. And you know how I know? Because I sit down and I read things. And I'm not just
people just do what they
want to
do nowadays. That's what it is.
Yeah, they do.
It's like nobody's doing anything by the book or how they're supposed to, so everything can move smoothly. Y'all just decide that, okay, we got the base of it. Now I'm going to elaborate on it and do what I want to do and push my will on this job description and just put my 2 cents in some shit that I really shouldn't even be speaking about.
Lyric, something just dawned on me. A light bulb just lit up in my head. White people then stole the chitlin circuit. Y'all niggas mocking the the chitlin circuit now. What the fuck?
Figuratively and literally, because why is chitlin so high in the motherfucking store now?
And why are y'all operating the government like niggas is operating in go-go bands? Why? Why? Kennedy Center. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, so welcome to 2026, y'all. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming next week. Well, one of these weeks. You know how we do. Sometimes.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
You know how we do. Shit happens. Life be lifing.
Yeah, it do.
But we still love y'all though.
And appreciate you listening to us this and every week that we come right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. My name is Marcus Smoot. You can follow me at MarcusSmoot. That is on TikTok and Blue Sky.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Lyric Bravado. Also, check me out on lyricbravado.com and soon to come Lyrics and Grooves Studio.com as well.
Love it. Love it. Love it. We gonna holler at y'all. Bye.
Bye.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's show featured work from TikTok creators Ashley the Baroness, C.of.Soul, Kiki Ray Real, Jasmine for Us, Brute America, However, Fox News, and What's _up _ with _ that _ Even in 2026, we're using our platform to amplify your voices.